What can I actually say that isn't a spoiler? I guess the review's over. Avengers Infinity War, or aka Avengers 3, however you want to call it. We have been building up. I think this is the 19th film in the MCU universe, and oh my god, does it pay off. It is amazing on every scope. I want to see it again. As soon as the movie was over, I wanted to walk back in. And I had the pleasure of being able to see this movie on the IMAX. I had a buddy. He called me last week. He said, hey, somebody refunded tickets for the IMAX showing. I went ahead and bought 2 of them. Do you want to go with me? And I was like, wow, sure. Hell yeah, I want to go. So I got to see the movie for free in IMAX. It was amazing. The place was crazy. But this movie is everything that I wanted and more. I know a lot of people, I've seen a lot of reviews online, and I've seen a lot of people talk about how there's not a whole lot of character development among the superheroes, that it's more of a Thanos movie, and that's very true. It is a full-blown Thanos movie. We're getting more of his story and his motives of why he's doing it and everything, and it makes sense. He's a great villain. I would even take it as far as he's a better villain than Killmonger from Black Panther. These two are probably the best MCU villains, because we all know that they've been lacking in the last several MCU movies. I mean, that's always where they lack, is the actual villains. But I know everyone praises Killmonger. He's good. I'm not taking anything away from him. But Thanos kicks ass. I mean, he is amazing. Josh Brolin, oh my god, dude. You delivered. You've become like one of my favorite actors of all time, especially from Only the Brave and several of his other films, all the way back from The Goonies as the older brother. I mean, come on, this dude is phenomenal. I would love to meet Josh Brolin and just drink a beer with him one day. But yeah, his performance is just like amazing. Like I can't say much about this movie without spoiling it. So I'm going to have another spoiler review. Be looking at that so I can talk more in depth. Hopefully, you know, people will, and I'll have all over that thumbnail that it's going to be spoilers, so it's up to you if you want to click on that. But I highly suggest you go see the film before you click on my next video of spoilers review. But with this non-spoiler review, honestly, everybody has a moment to shine. Everybody has a moment to shine in this film, and it pays off in such a beautiful but devastating way. The ending, when I was watching this movie, people applaud all the way through this movie. I counted at least 9 times. But nobody applauded at the ending. So leave it at that. No spoilers. But this movie is like a roller coaster ride. I mean, it just got up, it just got downs. There's like no plateau at all. It's completely action sequence after action sequence from the moment it starts. And when the movie starts, you're gonna see how what am I trying to say? Like Thanos's mission and how brutal he can be. I mean, it kicks it off like that, and everyone talks about the snap, and I'm gonna talk more about that in my spoiler review. But honestly, this movie is going to leave everyone speechless. I know a lot of people are complaining about the character development, and a lot of the superheroes don't have a character arc in the film, but that's okay. If you haven't seen all the other MCU films, then don't watch this yet. Go watch them first, because they've all had their standalone time. They've all had their moment to shine. Guardians of the Galaxy, Thor, Iron Man, Captain America, everybody that is involved in this has had their moment to shine in other films and has built their character in those other films. So this didn't need that. We needed to see Thanos. We've seen very little of Thanos all the way back to, what was it, Iron Man 2, I believe, and then at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 or something. I don't know. I can't remember. Josh Brolin, I don't think he played in those cameos, but he brought his performance in this film, and you understand why he's doing what he's doing, because honestly, I'm not a big comic book person. I don't know anything from the comics except from what my friends tell me. So, you know, look at my background. I'm all about the horror stuff. I can tell you about that shit all day long. But as far as comic books, yeah, whenever I was a kid, I watched, you know, the Captain Americas and all this Spider-Mans and the X-Men and all that kind of stuff, which X-Men has nothing to do with this so far, but I watched all that kind of stuff, but I never read the comics. I was never like totally into them. So this is coming from a perspective of somebody that is not big into comics, and I thought it was amazing. So I understand why people applaud this movie all the way through, especially if you're like huge fans and everything. So I wanted to, and there was moments in the film that I was like, oh my God, I don't know how to react right now. I do not know how to react because, trust me, like, I can't say anything. Shit. Check this out. I got the poster. I got a couple of them. I'm going to talk more about each individual character in my spoiler review. I just wanted to give you basically my reaction. This is probably one of my favorite, if not my favorite, MCU film. Right behind Captain America Winter Soldier and Captain America Civil War. The Civil War especially. Like, I loved Civil War. The Russo brothers do a phenomenal job with these movies, and that's why they picked them to do Infinity War, because they have the best films out of the entire MCU. I love Black Panther. I love Iron Man. I love the Thor films, especially Thor Ragnarok. But I think that the Russo brothers were the perfect fit for this film as far as direction, because this had to be a difficult job to tackle, but they do it so beautiful, and all I can say is that it's beautifully done, and it's going to leave you devastated and wanting more. That's all I can say. God, take that as you will. I give this movie an A+. So, go see this movie. Go see this movie. Fuck my review. Go see this damn movie. And then come back and watch my spoiler review so I can talk more about it. I can't say shit. I cannot say shit. So, yeah, guys, like this video, this Destination Station. I give it an A+. Go see Avengers Infinity War right now. What are you waiting for? Peace.